To say the least, a lot of farmers around the area had issues last fall getting corn out. There's standing corn over there. There's standing corn over here, which is withered out, and it's not even harvestable. Usually in the spring you can come in and harvest it, but this stuff just got hammered and hammered with snow. And as you guys can see, it's springtime. So we got to get this field kind of in shape. There's some monster ruts left in the field, but I think majority of the field can just be like disced up and just chop up all the corn stalks. But it was rough. A lot of insurance kicked in for a lot of guys around here, and it was crazy. Of course, some farmers might have been out messing around buying pulling tractors, and they're probably still finishing harvest. Luckily, we can go 45 mile an hour, 60 mile an hour. We got hit with that snowstorm, and these were left out in the field. I threw the tarp over them, and from then on out, there was 12 inches of snow out there, and you couldn't even get these things out of there unless you had like a bulldozer. So there's a couple hundred bushels left in each of these, and we're finally unloading the grain now. So we're gonna get the dryer all go in here. So we're dumping corn in there. I wish we had the bushel mod. We have the liter mod, so we're gonna have to go off of liters for now. But we're dumping corn in here. This stuff is still pretty wet, and so we're gonna dry it down. And right now, dry corn, we got 720,000 liters completely full. We don't have any more storage, so it's gonna have to sit in the wet bin for a little bit until I haul out some grain. There you go. You can see the capacity in the wet bin, and then okay, so we got some issues. I didn't even get the combine washed. The case is dirty. The Deere combine was a demo from the dealer. That thing is gone, and we got to put some anhydrous on also. There's a lot of stuff we got to get done, but the John Deere dealership is running a demo on a brand new John Deere 8Rt. I'll show you what it looks like. Can we afford it? No? Is it gonna be cool for a YouTube video? Yeah. It kind of looks like this, but the tracks are wider, 25-inch belts, and it's a lot wider on 3 meter, or I guess we're going meters. Real similar to this. So I asked them, hey, I was like, I'm gonna be running the Landoll, chopping up some corn stalks. They're like, yeah, come on over. So we're gonna take the high boy, which if you guys don't know, we had another video where we restored this high boy. We bought an old abandoned house there, and there was an old rusty high boy, and now she's beautiful. There's Clutch's place over there. Looks like he's getting ready for spring. Holy Toledo. Looks like it was made by Elon Musk. My gosh, looks like a spaceship. Okay, so 8RT, they didn't tell me what model it was. I guess I forgot to ask. They just said it was a brand new 8RT. It's a 410. Holy crap, that's a lot of horsepower. Now, originally in the fall, they were demoing this 2730 disc ripper, but I was like, we don't need that for this spring. I don't want to be ripping ground in the spring. I'd rather just disc it. So if it was fall time frame, yeah. My gosh, though. I don't even want to put guesses. I wonder if the number of this tractor, sale price, is over the model number of 410. But anyways, they gave me the keys. It does feel a bit awkward in this cab, but start her up. We got 2 displays, the 4000 series display. My gosh. Okay, we'll let her warm up, and then I'm going to keep going looking around the dealership. Not to sound like a sellout, but if you need any Deere equipment, come to Fairbank. Now this is more in our price range. John Deere 8Rt. She should be warm. Okay, so I can't figure out how to activate the HUD to drop the steering wheel, and it's really bothering me. I've been trying to figure it out. Usually you hit spacebar, but I can't figure it out. And we also, we also need to get the lawn mode. We'll move the 9400, and I need to get some type of planner figured out for this 8110. Little side note, in case you guys haven't checked out the Real Life channel, feel free to check that out. But there was an 8110 up for auction in Real Life, and I knew I was buying a farm, and I knew I was going to kind of reveal it all. And this, let's see. Yeah, so I kept my eye on this tractor for like 2 months, and I knew it was coming up for auction. And so I was like, hey, dude, we should, I got a modder, Wade Mitchell, I think, to build out this tractor. And I wanted everything exactly like the one at auction. I wanted the ag leader globe on the top. I wanted the exact same wheel size, rim size, everything. So he got this thing exactly like the one at auction. But what happened, in case you guys didn't see the Real Life channel, is that went super high for $92,000, which is a lot of money. And so I didn't end up buying that one. I bought a little different one. It's pretty much the exact same besides the one I have. It doesn't have ag leader, and it has a little mud flap on the side. Otherwise, it's the exact same tractor. But I built this one out thinking I was going to get this exact same one and then I could use it in farm sim. But I ended up buying just a tad bit different 8110. Okay, well, let's fire up the 9400 Move her out of the way. Holy Toledo. And even in the 9400, we got the really nice monitor, the 4000 series monitor. What's the name on that? It's like a 4800 display? Something like that. I just call it 4000 series. Now, once our demo time's up, we'll be using the 9400 for everything big. Okay, we're going to back this in. And there we go. She's all hooked up. I got to get the hydraulics hooked up yet, but pull her out, put her in gear. Okay, onto the field we go. Oh, shoot. I forgot to feed Bear. Hold on. Bear! Bear! My bad, man. He's been running around like crazy. There we go. Eat up, Bear. Is that a feature always in Farm Sim that you could pet him and make him roll over? I do not remember that. But that's cool. Bear loves it. Okay, we'll see you later, Bear. The hog setup's doing well. I actually hired a guy out there to run that for me. So we have a hired hand running that. And then this field to the left got manure. All the manure is laid on that, so that's why that's all tilled up. That's perfect. That's ready for spring. We got a couple other farms that need to get ready. Okay, we got the disc unfolding. This tractor, one thing I didn't think about, I didn't tell these guys what we were doing, but this tractor is going to get dirty. With all the dirty corn stalks, ooh, we're going to have to clean it before we take it back for sure. So Landoll's a 50-foot Landoll. We're not running the blades too aggressive. We got rolling baskets on the back, which should prepare this after a couple passes, maybe 2 passes, for planting. Drop her down. So right now we're rolling at 7 miles an hour, but I think we have the power to crank her up to like 9 or 10, I'd say. Yep. We got 10 miles an hour. She's still going strong. Okay, we're just gonna make the turnaround right here in this bushes. I can't do any tilt of this up because this stuff behind me is a CRP buffer strip because the river, the little creek's right there, so we need to keep that intact. This is perfect. Should probably turn the hazards off though. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is have the hired man run this, and then we can go do something else productive. Probably get the planter ready or something else because we got to get rolling. I'd like to just throw a seed bag on the seat and just let it do its thing, but we probably got to have a human in here. We kind of made a purchase on the planter. There's a used DB60 down at a different John Deere dealership on the other side of town, and the thing was is I want to get that planter back today, and they were like, I don't have a truck to deliver, and I was like, well, I don't have a truck to deliver, so we got to take a tractor, and I want a tractor that can go a little fast. See, I told you guys the 4440 would have some utility. So Joey got me all hooked up, and this planter's a DB60. It's a little too much for our tractor, our 8110. We're gonna try it on it, but we may need to upgrade. We may need to put this on like the 9400 or something like that. I want to go with a small 12 row, but it's hard to find a good 12 row in good condition with some of the technology that we need on a planter. So we're gonna hit the road. Luckily, I got my 45 mile an hour tractor. Oh God, no stop! And we made it back. Now I gotta get the planter unhooked. Then we'll pull up the tractor. I'm gonna be honest, that 4440, she's a little loud. It'd be tough using that as a daily driver. Here we go. Okay. So, as of right now, we're gonna use the 8110 for it. We'll see. It's actually hooked up to the bush hog. Well, I got her unhooked. So, we're gonna see. We're gonna try it this year. We may have to plan a little slower, but I think we need a bigger tractor for the planter. The only thing is we're just not ready to plant yet. The soil's not warm enough at all. We got a good month at least till we can plant. Okay, so hydraulics are all working. Those are quick. Perfect. We'll drop her on the ground, and I'm just going to drag it through gravel and make sure everything's working fine. We'll lift her up. Well, from what I can tell, and I can't tell too much, it seems like this planter is going to be fine. We got to do some testing here. Heck, you know what? I'll do some testing on this plot. We'll turn this into like a sweet corn plot this year. That way I can test the planter a little bit. I'm going to drag it across there, make sure everything's working on there. We'll drop her down. Everything seems to be kind of good. Row cleaners and closing wheels are working good. I gotta figure out a way out of here now. Okay, we're gonna fold up this planter, put it in the shed, and I think we're good for planting. Back her up. If it's gonna fit, I gotta get this thing over. We're gonna block one that actually... Yeah, whatever. It's fine for now. We'll just block one of these doors. Okay, keep going back there. Okay, there we go. The hired hand called. He's quitting for the day. So I'm going to go take over, and we're going to keep working that field. So Farmhand has most of the other end of the field done, so we're going to keep working on this end and kind of meet in the middle because he had a wet spot out in the middle there. So we're going to work this end, keep going. The neighbor doesn't even have his corn tilled under, harvested, or anything. They got stuck in the exact same situation. So this is going to be the end of the video, guys. Seriously, hope you guys enjoyed. I wanted to get a farming one out because I haven't posted farming in forever. It's been pretty much mud. I've been posting real life farming, but not farming on this channel. So trying to do more of that and trying to get the roleplay series kind of back up. So seriously, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys.